start with the direction. Let me start with you, Ahmed. I know that you applied the job at Microsoft to start DXwand. It's quite a huge leap of faith. What inspired you to do that? And can you tell us a little bit more about DXwand and what are the problems that you're trying to solve in the industry?
Well, it was crazy.
That's a short answer.
Yeah, I spent around 7 years in Microsoft in the region. I started to have the validation of the idea of DXwand during this time. So at that time in 2018, the rise of conversational AI started to be commercially available, and I have seen there is an opportunity in the market, in the local market. So yeah, and then I had a bit of leap of faith and a lot of prayers that this would work.
Problems that you try to solve in the platform?
Yeah.
Is it a conversational AI platform that you're offering?
Well, we had a lot of pivots since 2018. Today we have our AI agent platform that builds agents and has really AI agents that can help customers automate tasks such as documents verification or generating dashboards and insights. And a lot of other things. And the thing that we do, I would say I've done a lot of investments on, is making sure that this is very accurate and cost optimal. It's also available offline and on the cloud.
That's good.
Thanks, Jeevan, and thanks to GEC for hosting us today. My name is Sathya. I'm the Sales Director for IDM Technologies. IDM Technologies, we are a pure play, vendor agnostic system integration company focusing only around identity and access management. That's what we do, and we provide the complete services around the identity security stack, starting from the advisory to assessment to design, implementation, and ongoing maintenance of managed services, we call it otherwise. This is what we do.
Let's, if you look at AI implementation, it's more than deploying a tool because it needs long-term vision, continuous optimization, and align business goals, right? So should vendors be more than just technology providers and evolve into strategic partners? What are your thoughts on that, Ahmed?
Yeah, certainly. It starts with the strategy. Actually, it's not just on deployment and implementation and optimization. So what we're going to do with AI. So everybody talks about it. So when we start early with clients, it's not just we are making sure that this is successful, but also we understand the market, use cases, and what really the pains that we want to resolve for that. And it starts to get us to get something, I would say, more valuable to this client and others. For example, we started with an AI agent builder, but we built something for procurement. And this didn't come up from our mind. It came from clients' requirements. And we have seen the pains, identified it, worked with them as a partner, and then we ended up that hand by hand, they have their problems resolved, and we have a new product. So of course, it has to be that strategic.
What are your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. I mean, we all have to work with technology partners, but as a system integration organization, we meet many organizations, and the same technology will be different. Which means we need to be understanding their processes, maybe customization and the workflows and things like that. So as an integration organization, we customize the tool technology partners are offering to physically fit into the organization's need or the environment. So, technology is important, definitely, but with that, the services element plays a major role for customers, not only for customers' perspective, but for the organization's perspective as well. That's what I see.
And if you look at AI, it's evolving rapidly, right? And the customers need a lot of hand-holding, training, consulting, all of that stuff. Do you offer that, Ahmed?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's not just also about the technology, but the adoption. So, for example, we created a lot of adoption services that are even generative adoption services for clients to consume the product, so they can know how many users can adopt that. Sometimes when you start with, I would say, some idea on the technology, it may fail. And that worked with us well, so we started to put things in the product that can automate experiments, so we can fail fast and make clients make decisions on which models to use, which embedding model to use, which everything that they can do. So failing together with clients, if they are welcoming failing fast, will not just help them to reach higher, but also help technology providers be more relevant and build solutions that are really fitting their real needs.
I have a follow-up question. What are you doing to democratize AI? Typically, large enterprises have resources to invest in AI. How about the mid-sized client, mid-market, or SMBs? How can they go about it?
Of course, it has multiple elements for that. One of them is majority is cost, because that doesn't mean, of course, enterprises looks at cost optimization and the cost of the AI as a business case, but smaller businesses, this would be more impactful. So I'm sure everyone here, or some of the people here, or organizations had built their own models. As a technology provider, we're not looking to build new models, but we were looking for solving a problem. So, for example, we made our small models dedicated for SMEs that are very low in cost while not compromising accuracy, but they can really afford it to resolve their problem. So making this a bit more, I would say, democratized. And surprisingly, some of the enterprises are using this because it's cost efficient for the use cases that they are using. And we're offering this for SMEs as subscription, so you don't need to worry about technology and hosting and all of that stuff. But still, for the same technology stack, we're offering as offline for highly regulated clients.
Sathya, are you moving away from product sales to an outcome-based engagement model with measurable results? How do you go about it when you engage with the client? Do you have a measurable results impact?
Absolutely, we cannot ignore technology or the software. I mean, we have to work with technology partners. Whatever size the organization has to adopt identity specifically. But we as an integrator, as I mentioned to you, we always recommend customers whenever we do a discovery call with them, analyze why an identity and access management. I mean, again, identity and access management has been there for a very, very long time. And why suddenly you need to automate it, your processes? What is the pressing requirement that you have? So these are the reasons we sit with the customer or organization to understand or give them the understanding why the need for IAM and what is the journey should look like. Because now we're talking about integrating various applications, devices, and everything. So from a non-isolated environment to a centralized system you're going into, which means a lot of things will be needed to forecast what will be the journey looking like. This is what we speak with, not only with the IT team, obviously, we speak with various other stakeholders, and this is the very reason that we speak with the entire organization and the organization support, right from the top or even from the C-level or the technical team that needs to be very well aligned in terms of the vision that they have, and at the same time how we can incorporate this technology tools, for example, and the journey looking like. So it's going to be a long-term commit when they're trying to have an identity and access management. It's not like, I'm implemented for the compliance reason and that's about it. It's ever evolving. That's the reason both the teams, internal and external team, has to collaborate together to bring that. And AI plays a vital role in terms of the entire IAM processes. So it's very, very important to look at that standpoint.
AI in cybersecurity, a lot of people are talking about as if that is a single bullet, right? But it's actually a double-edged sword, isn't it? I mean, the bad guys have access to that as well. So how do you see AI in cybersecurity evolving in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the IAM is addressing the security element, part of the cybersecurity framework in which ways. But if you look at the rules and the way that IAM is handling, is in a particular fashion. Of course, there are a lot of human interference, which could be sometimes error-prone, knowing and unknowing. So when we inject AI into the whole process, we're able to, eradicate the mundane tasks at a very rapid speed, especially a lot of merger and acquisitions are happening because big organizations are acquiring smaller organizations, big organizations acquiring bigger organizations. So a lot of M&As are one of the major reasons to help them quickly come back to the line, so that they'll be able to compete with their other organization or provide that services. Customer user experience standpoint plays a major role because every organization is looking not only to attract new clients but also retain their existing clients because of this stiff competition is going on. So AI is able to do certain functions which could be task. A lot of tasks needs to be done if you're trying to do it manually or relying completely on manual intervention. So it's very important. AI plays a significant role in identity and access management in terms of aggregations and user experiences and things like that.
Thank you. But there are a lot of concerns around bias, ethics, and AI, right? Which is why responsible AI is one of the biggest topics in the industry. How do you help your clients to navigate this? Make sure that there's no bias.
Well, it depends on the data, of course. But one of the things we do is the models evaluation with what's well known in the industry as AI explainability. So you can get some more details about why this answer has been presented to your prompt. We do a lot of guardrailing, so you can put your own rules on how you want this to behave. Again, this is nobody I would say realize how LLMs are built can ensure that there is absolutely no bias. Whatever you would do, this will happen, which pushes I would say the importance of having some models related to when it's possible, related to your culture or related to your use case, so you can have more control of it, including our tools or including putting those guardrails on the model itself.
Looking at the AI trends now, what excites you the most?
What excites me the most? There are a lot of trends, of course, agentic workflows, RAG is dead, all of that, but what I really personally interested in is see the success stories that other organizations has implemented regardless to technology, leveraging the generative AI and specifically the agents, so we can see if this is applicable in our culture, in our region, and if it will, or there is some, I would say, changes or adaptation to that, so we can launch that with clients and leverage the success to scale it.
What excites me is absolutely, I've been in the identity and access management space for a very long time. And if you look at the last couple of years, it's the most exciting thing because every customer today wanting to automate or wanting to have this kind of experiences, and that's absolutely excites me because I'm able to now not only talk to certain set of verticals but across the and UAE becoming one of the a leader in adopting such a technology. I think the gap between so-called the bigger adopter of IAM in the West world, I think now we are equally having, I have witnessed many organizations in this region using IAM technology to their fullest capacity, and it is even growing into their environment. So that keeps me energized to talk to those clients, to bring that value to their environment. So absolutely exciting moment for me.
We have a lot of CIOs in the audience, and all of them have AI projects, either in the inferencing stage or in the POC stage. What would be your advice for them? Less than 60 seconds.
Look at the commercials and how this is sustainable, and don't get locked in one model or one setup or anything. Be agnostic even to my companies, or agnostic to a lot of vendors, agnostic to a lot of clouds. Or setup. It depends on the use case and how it's optimal.
Yeah, you can have the last word.
Yeah, absolutely. And so looking at IAM is not only the workforce. Of course, you need to use IAM inside your organization, but more importantly, the external, which is the consumer identity and access management, which is absolutely every organization is looking to improvise their user experiences or give user experiences or increase the revenue. That's all we are all about here, talking about how we can build a sustainable business model and increase that business model with. So customer identity and access management is something very, very crucial for every size organizations. Yeah.
All right, our time is up. We've done it. Thank you so much for this wonderful insights. Yeah, thank you.